who has already shown his prowess this tournament.
Yeah, man.
All the players here hungry to win. 20 grand first place, one of the biggest prizes ever offered, but only one can take it home. And we're going to game one right now. Town and City, Esam, MVD, former sponsor teammates, and still current doubles teammates. And we're going to see who can use these platforms better right here. Of course, Town and City, one of the few neutral stages that has platforms leaning over the ledges here. And we know that Snake can cleverly position a lot of his explosives around these platforms to make combos happen in his own favor.
So one thing I noticed from Esam out the gate is that he basically tried to force MVD to approach him with a lot of full jump Thunder Jolts. He did not want to engage, understanding that MVD is a master of traps when it comes to Snake. He understands where people want to approach, and when he basically is able to force you to approach in certain angles, that's where he's able to get his big damage and his big confirmations. He'll understand where the grenade will connect, and then he'll translate that into an up air, a back air, or even a neutral air to get more damage. But right now, Esam is looking immaculate. Just notice how comfortable he is in this matchup, landing, just catching MVD's air dodge patterns with the Thunder, and even just like dude, he even catches the landings perfectly well. 27.6% only inflicted. That's when you know how to play against your buddy here.
He brings new technology.
Yes, he does.
Every time I see him play, even with that side B.
It's loop time.
Literally edge cancel off it. We have Pikachu loops right here. Get your TikToks out and replay. You're gonna see it over and over once again. Esam showing really just a lot of comfort here. But MVD, I feel like every match where he can end up doing the most impressive combos are always comebacks. He's sort of feeling his ground right here. He understands like this is his own friend. He's played this guy a bunch of times, and he wants to understand what approach does Esam have here. Is it more aggressive, more defensive, and what does he have in his toolkit that he knows will work?
From what I'm seeing here, I feel like Esam right now is trying to mask that he's being defensive only till the time is right. Once he has to engage, he's not going to try to tunnel vision on zoning the entire time. He just wants to get Snake at an angle where he can finally, or at a distance, where he can finally engage safely without having to worry about a grenade interrupting him. And here it is now, sneaking in, and you notice how there were no grenades out there. He was able to just engage with Snake, where Snake just had shield and spot dodge at his disposal.
Not only was it no grenades, there was no lag with Esam hitting a nair and falling down into an automatic up tilt. It seems when you have a Pikachu loop in front of you, you need to just let the storm pass and wait until you're right under the eye of the storm, and that's when you go in. And just like that, we see, honestly, they're 40% apart, and given the weight of Snake, we forget how thick Snake is. We forget how late he dies. This even base, to me, is an even game. And a grenade hitting them both right here. Side B to start an edge guard. Will a down B hit? It does, but on the shield, not quite enough. Esam pulling out all of his tricks so early on in this set so far.
Notice how Esam understood the spacing of the F-tilt. He stayed with his back right there at the edge and waited till it was his turn to play. That's expert level stuff right there between both of these guys, and just deep knowledge of a matchup.
Pivot grab, of course, that down throw kill doesn't... It doesn't kill into 165 unless you have a God read, which he just did. 102 run up down smash. That'll do the work for you, and Esam answers right back. Last stock in this game one of the two friends duking it out for this winner's final spot.
Yeah, and it's crazy how you saw MVD able to just bring that percentage back really quick. All it took was just one grenade, but now it's time for Esam to get these combos started. I love how he's able to just keep it going off of his tilts, even after catching the down tilt, either tech chasing or just confirming into something big. Right now we have Snake, who's having a tough time landing, and that's the name of the game ever since Brawl.
All right, and a back air out of the shield. Even percent so far. Last stock, he rolls back, but no down throw. A back throw actually possibly catching Eric off guard, and now both grenades blowing them up. Even percent by 0.01. This is anyone's game. Can he get the read off the down throw? Maybe a Nikita, maybe the coldest story once again. Can you be so heartless? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, MVD. You are a heartless man, and you will take game one right here.
What a scary setup right there. It almost looked like at first MVD, I thought, was trying to read Esam jumping from the edge to escape the threat of the Nikita, but somehow, some way, you just saw he was able to occupy that space where I guess Esam thought he was able to just be able to move, and right there he got caught. I would love to get a chance to see the replay to see if either he jumped out of shield or if he dropped shield. Regardless though, very smart setup right there by MVD. It just happened all too fast with the Nikita occupying his airspace, and all of a sudden we just got an explosion right there. So again, MVD, one thing we have to mention is how he's able to rack up damage in such a short amount of time with well-placed grenades, well-placed explosives. The traps are the name of the game. And he understands, like I said before, when he's able to get these traps, it turns into big damage. And again, Pikachu is a character that dies quicker than Snake, so Esam's going to have to put in a lot of work when he gets these openings. And we saw him do that in the first stock, but MVD is just so patient and able to bring it back, even from a deficit. Here we go, game 2 on Kalos with a lot of breathing room.
It's similar to Town and City, and they have both these platforms going over the edges. But here's the thing, what marks a really good Snake player.
Okay.
These grenades are going to hit your opponent at every percent. 0, 16, 69,000, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yes, sir.
The question is, how do you play your combos, knowing what those percents are? Your trajectory after you get by a grenade could be much, much further based upon your percent. So where you land your sleeping bag backer, as they call it, or an up tilt, or even a second grenade, really depends on how well you know your opponent's weight. And MVD has shown time and time again, he is comfortable at any percent to get these grenade combos out here. And grenade, of course, comes out frame 1. Serves as a combo starter, but also a combo breaker on both sides.
Oh, indeed. I mean, being able to just play the character ever since the demo version of the game it helps out so much for MVD. You can tell he did as much studying as possible to be able to just keep up with the best of them. But right here, an unfortunate SD when he just went for the air dodge. Thought he was probably going to be able to grab the edge, but didn't quite work out for him there. But again, what did I mention? He's able to bring it back when he has the traps in hand. And Esam's so smart. He understands the matchup. You kind of did see the grenade while he had the shield in hand. So Esam decided to fade back and wait for the explosion.
And it makes sense here that Esam went to this stage. More breathing room, you know, sort of allows you to wait back a little bit and hold. Wait, is that? That was 4 straight hits, almost an edge guard, but only to 27. That's the thing with Pikachu. Gets a lot of hits, percent not too much. Great air dodge from MVD once again. And I believe MVD actually SD'd that first stock. Didn't have the quiet recovery that he wanted to. So Esam taking advantage maybe of a little bit of mental tilt right here. Using jab into grab, up tilt. Well, where's the loop?
That was so smart. That was basically a tick throw setup. And just to touch on that back air that we saw being used right there by Esam. It's a 5-frame move out of shield. Couple that with, of course, the jump squat frames, that's basically 8. And so very, very fast tool to get the pressure off of him. And right now we have us
what a down air!
Amazing stuff right
Notice how 4 hits from Pikachu, 27%. 4 hits from Snake, you're actually dead. That's the difference in these characters. That's the difference in the tier list. But Esam has shown that he can get combos again. It's a matter of landing those down Bs and actually getting the spike, which makes a difference in whether or not you can win this game.
Okay, and fading back right there just to not get shield grabbed. So smart right here at Esam. He's trying to hold on to this lead, but MVD is not letting him get the damage. He wanted to see if he could maybe convert off of a stray Thunder Jolt, staying at a safe distance. And I like what you saw right there by MVD too. Using the down air, which is actually a pretty safe tool to use right there. And left himself exposed.
Not too smart there. Avoid Nikita, but it comes down. Careful. I always get scared. And right now, Esam actually holding a full stock lead. MVD at 68%. He's going to need to get it to around 120 in order for Pikachu to kill. But as long as Esam holds his ground and doesn't quite contest these projectiles, MVD, whenever he's at kill percent, whenever he's against the line, and whenever he's about to lose a game, he just stays back and puts twice the amount of projectiles that you've seen. But a forward air right there, forward tilt gonna do the work and kill him. Even out the set right here, trying to bring it back, trying to go 2-0 in the set. Down B barely missing from Esam.
And there it is again, using that jolt as an assist. Just coming in right behind it. And a mistake right there by MVD, using the Nikita in the wrong direction, which allowed Esam to get that neutral and convert immediately into down smash. We did hear from a lot of people that don't necessarily use Pikachu that say that it's very hard to KO with the character. But as you can see from Esam, Pikachu has a lot of good combo starters that can link into the KO tools that the character has, even good enough to KO characters just as Snake.
And this is exactly what I expected. When these kind of players know each other, it is going to be 1-1 after 2 games. They're going to go back and forth. They're going to play to their comforts. I do think, once again, actually, the fact that Esam won that handily at the end with MVD missing his C4, to me, that's an honest mistake. When you're on that stage, if it's a slip of the finger, maybe honestly your finger being in 1 millimeter rather than the other, down on your controller, that's what happens right there. And you need to be really, really on that. That's why you got to practice your combos, execute really, really well. Otherwise, if your friend or your opponent, we'll take advantage of that.
And right now we're seeing Esam just capitalizing on his combos that do a great job of just carrying MVD off stage time and time again.
That upset might have killed him this side platform. Actually, Eric's going for a little more of some balls and options here. I kind of see it. And MVD miraculously not getting hit by a single bit of that forward smash, up being right around Esam's range. Town and City right here, of course, with the way you can B-reverse and B-cancel on certain moves, MVD can actually make some recover right here, making it a little bit hard to Esam to get the actual edge guard, air dodging through his own explosion right there.
All right, let's see the landing. He has the Nikita out, and Esam almost actually fell prey to it. And there's a C4 as well on the stage here. MVD gonna leave that there just in case he wants to get out of a precarious situation.
And honestly, it looks like MVD still needs to tie his shoe. He can't still be getting hit by those forwarders right there. That's rule 1 with Pikachu. Respect the forwarder, respect the back here. It will go a lot further than you think it will.
Oh, and he actually forced
wait!
Didn't get the spike, though.
Oh, what? Is that side B, Eric? You're crazy.
Okay, nice grab right here. Let's see the roll behind, and that down smash was able to cover both normal get up and roll behind.
Okay, no C4 to hit right there. I don't think a single C4 has hit this set so far. That's one thing Eric is really, or Esam is really good at noticing, is where the C4 is. You have to have a good memory of it. And where the state is where a lot of things are moving, like platforms and such, it becomes a lot harder.
Ooh.
And falling up air.
Tried to see if he can convert further off of one of his fastest out of shield punishes. But yeah, just like you said, you're going to have to watch out for that snake up air. Has so much good knockback growth on that move. Okay, coming through with those jolts, looking like Akuma from Street Fighter.
Very, very nice. And forwarder on shield right there. MVD using a little more respect right there. He knows that 93, 2 forwarders might lead into the edge guard kill.
Oh, so that's C4 again, but he's never falling prey to it, dude. Always showing respect. And he actually stops that grenade from coming towards him while he puts out the jolt. So there's probably another reason why he keeps throwing out the jolts.
He almost killed. Wait, that down B! So out there, barely missing MVD. Whew. That would have killed for sure in the bubble.
Oh, indeed. Okay, right there, trying to see if he can at least just try to catch Esam as he's coming towards the platform, but actually the edge, but didn't quite work out. High recovery is the name of the game. Trying to reset the situation with that up air.
Up air once again, down B.
But remember, there's a C4. Okay, actually exploded on its own.
He's just waiting to up air. He hasn't got for a single down B yet.
Oh, okay, C4 is actually still there on the left side, all right. But no thunder.
Oh, wait, it went down.
Platform actually, that's what I was about to say, the platform saved him. Never mind.
Yeah, he read 7 of those recovery attempts in a row. Esam poised actually took a massive lead right here, but MVD mixing up his projectile game just a little bit. Esam comfy right now just to throw out Thunderbolt after Thunderbolt more times than we heard the Thunder song this weekend, and we're gonna see if we can actually see a lead from Esam. Go a little further.
This is a good opportunity for Esam to extend this lead. Every time you see him get these down throw neutral airs, that can lead to a long string of combos. But right here, you notice he probably doesn't want to end up messing up and dealing with a grenade exploding on him. Ooh. Oh, but missing that air dodge right there. Okay, I like that forward tilt every time. You don't really see Pikachu use it that much, but when he does get it, it usually works out well.
Good DI from MVD, avoiding that down B once again.
Yep.
I've seen him win these. Okay. I'm not counting him out just yet, but I am saying this is Esam.
Roll in? No, it's time. Try to see if he can get the tech chase. C4 not exploding today. Ooh. Oh, he wanted to get the up smash right there, but that back air.
Soft back air. Oh, Nikita! Hold on a second. Could you imagine this win?
Dude, 134%? Okay, MVD, let's see what you got up your sleeve.
He might have some tricks. One back air is not quite going to do, but another forward will kill, or down B, or literally any stronger for Pikachu. Back air from the middle stage won't quite kill. Avoiding both aerials, MVD playing with Thunder, literally.
And the more percent that Esam's able to inflict, sooner or later, we're going to see a KO with the up throw, but instead, we have an up air.
Up air, rather, yeah.
Ending that stock. And wow, Esam had to get so many of those up airs to finally close that stock. It just shows right there how difficult it is to KO this character, which is why MVD is such a formidable opponent. You know, he has the grenades, and he also has that survivability, right? He's able to cling on to these stocks for a long period of time, enabling him to mount a comeback on Esam. And you notice Esam has to put in a lot of work, and he also has to play this cat and mouse game where he's staying from afar, just throwing out these projectiles, trying to force MVD to use a telegraphed approach so that he can punish him, you know? Because whenever you put out a projectile, the great thing about using characters that zone really well is that your opponent, they're of course going to try to find ways around it. And once you figure out their escape option to get around it, you get that opening and you get that damage.
That's what I call bubble theory. It's not about what hitbox is there, but where they might be because of those hitboxes.
Exactly.
Right? Be 3 steps ahead, so to speak. And right now, I think what we're going to see MVD do is mix up his recoveries a little more horizontally. He tried the vertical approach, and like I said, Esam read that 7 times in a row, I'm pretty sure. So now you have to just literally think about what can you do a lot differently here. You're down 2-1, and your buddy's about to make it into winners finals. What can you do to make sure that you're the person in that hot seat and not your friend? Down air, almost hitting full hits. It does a lot of damage, but even the first 2 hits still might lead to a combo, shielding his own 2 grenades the first time, but still trading once again, once more and more. Esam is not afraid to just throw as many forwarders into his face as he can offer. MVD retreating to middle stage, top platform. Problem with the battlefield because it likes his platforms here, especially the top one, avoiding the thunders once again as well.
Yeah, that directional air dodge helped out so much, but I have to say, man, Esam was doing, again, another good job of just putting up that relentless pressure right there on MVD. MVD basically DIing for the most part. Ooh, but there it is, the mix-up.
I love that down throw.
It's like he almost willed it. He's like, you're going here.
It's scripted.
Right? And Esam was like, yeah, you know what? You're right.
He's got a tattoo on his left arm that says you're going to roll left. He looks at it every time. I'm like, thank you, Mom. We're right there. Taking a lead this game 4 right here. Esam at 32. Again, you don't want to let Snake live too long. It gets a lot trickier to kill him without the proper setups. Actually, in that forward tilt, almost as good as was in Brawl. If the first one doesn't hit, the second one will still do a lot of damage. 54 for Esam. Again, it seems that he's so weathered at this point, he almost doesn't want to go for the down B unless he is fully confident. And even then, it still misses. That's how good MVD is at avoiding it.
Okay, and I like that going for the back air there, but he just needs a little bit more damage. And here's what you're talking about, recovering horizontally. But Esam has the answer with that quick down air. He's like, oh, you're probably going to mix it up. I mean, we play each other all the time, dude.
Yeah, that's a mark of it, too. This only happens in matchups like these. Like these two, or me versus Crunch, the players who play each other since they were little kids.
Uh-oh, and here come the loops again. And that started from Esam actually applying pressure with the jolt on the platform.
Wow!
It traveled around the platform, leaving MVD and shield setting up into that.
Nair off Snake's head. As the shield's getting smaller, the first thing you see is Snake's weird haircut, and that's the first thing. That's the first part of him that will be vulnerable.
Oh, but there's the up tilt right there. Such a potent tool in Snake's toolkit right here. But Esam trying to see if he can use that invincibility to open up MVD. MVD just stayed at shield right there and repositioned himself to not allow Esam to get some free damage. Here comes the setup, high recovery, and he
avoids it once again, D1.
River dancing on his opponent's head.
This man is rubber. Electricity does not mess with him. It doesn't phase him. He just goes right through it.
He has to watch out because I think he stuck his opponent. Yes. Oh, and right there, Esam blocks in the nick of time. Okay, that looked like a bit of a bait. Going for the forward smash a bit early. Probably making MVD feel as if he's able to find an opening, but that shield getting quite damaged. 69.9% right now on Esam. Okay.
All right. And now, grenade after grenade, an up tilt trade, why not? And who is surprised here? Who is surprised?
Game 5.
Game 5.
Aha.
I called it.
Look at them. They're both looking at each other. They're like, of course.
They know. They're friends here. And, you know, they're friendly now, but when one of them goes home with a down payment on a house and the other one doesn't, there might not be any smiles there. This is a lot of money we're talking about for first place. It's actually, to this day, the most, in a sense, lopsided first place pool in history. Oh, yeah. So you need to be a little serious here. And there we go. Now they're frowning. Now they're a little more.
It's serious.
The reality is setting in right there. Oh, man.
And you notice, like, you know, players are just, like, averting their gazes. Esam looks at his teammate, then he looks away. Well, old teammate, actually, but they're still definitely friends, though.
Right. Doubles teammates still to this day.
But friends in arms, then.
Previously, Panda Global teammates right here.
That's for sure, man. What a talented player MVD is. Dude, I'm so happy to see him stay consistent because when he did get that win at Dope Park on the grass, people were like, people don't understand the Snake matchup. Oh, the talent pool wasn't that strong, you know, heavy or deep. But now look at these events that MVD has been attending, dude. He's been getting better and better as time progresses.
You know what 20K can buy MVD? Whew, some Velcro shoes.
Velcro, oh yeah, because that way he doesn't have the ties.
His laces will be tied. Let's go! Forward smash on the middle of Kalos. And actually, they've already played here, right? I think they did game 2.
Yes, we did see Kalos before, and we're back here again.
He's waiting right here. I like how he used the grenade for the recovery. Whoa, quick up B to the side, but Leftman actually pretty vulnerable there, already at 114.
Okay, very smart stuff right there. Esam just blocking at the appropriate times, getting that dash attack, which is usually his go-to to get a KO on an opponent from a distance. Especially after they leave themselves vulnerable by probably jumping in the air or just pressing a button or just releasing shield.
Air dodge, very, very nice from MVD, barely living double the percent compared to Esam right here. But again, this is full Rage Snake. Maybe one more hit. Wait, will this be a... Okay, I thought it was going to down throw tech chase. Nikita once again, going for the read, not quite hitting it there. One grenade, maybe a second. There it is.
Yep, he's going for these jolts, but notice how the grenade is colliding with that jolt. And
he got the first kill!
So what happened right there was that Esam went for the grab, and MVD broke the grab with the attack. As you saw, MVD was flashing yellow after the fact that Esam went for that grab to try to get something, make something happen, probably with an up throw.
The grenades, obviously, there's a third purpose of this serve. It's insurance, right?
Yeah.
You go for a ballsy read, it's okay. You get popped up. As long as you're below, what does a grenade kill Snake at? Maybe 200? If you're below 200, I would say you're safe. But unless you SP with an air dodge right there. Game 5, 2 stocks apiece. The greatest of friends, but only one can advance. Who's actually going to take momentum right here?
Oh, and here come the jolts, forcing MVD to actually go for full jumps. Esam almost getting caught right there by the C4, but staying airborne. I thought I was about to see a neutral air conversion off of that full jump up air, but Esam probably wanted to just keep Snake in the air. Right now, trying to see if he can pile under pressure as MVD's in the corner, but that dash attack is so scary to use, man. It covers so much ground and knocks you all the way back to the corner, allowing Snake to take center.
Pikachu's forwarder has like 9 hits to it or something. You have to be careful. Oh, that was the wrong way.
Yeah, he definitely hit him back on stage, which is actually pretty good for MVD.
Oh.
Resetting the situation right now is Esam.
That was definitely the Google Maps glitch right there. Wrong way, wrong turn.
Oh, indeed. You think about Diddy Kong Racing. No, wrong way. My boy TP.
But it doesn't matter. Wait, what? I blinked again. MVD, instant stock, taking the lead right here. 1 game away from getting the Snake to with Salem for winners finals.
And honestly, looking at how patient MVD has been playing, he could be the long set master. Because, wait, that's your friend.
Hold on. Up smash, but he's traded too much. At what cost? At what cost, Esam?
Oh, and I like the beat reverses. He understands he has a lot of real estate behind him. It's acres of land. He doesn't have to engage. He's at 114% with 2 stocks. He has to make Esam come to him. Esam doesn't have the quick attack at his disposal. At what point is he going to want to actually try to approach? Let's see what happens.
All I know is the greatest of sacrifices require the strongest of wills, D1. And the question is right here, are you willing to take the gamble? That if you go on and either dash attack or up smash your friend, they won't get blown up? The answer is yes. We have a game 5. Last stock situation. Only one can advance right here. Esam needs to be careful right here. 2 more grenades. He's at 100. That's up tilt, scary range.
Uh-oh, and you see him right there. Try to quick attack right underneath. Okay, that would have been a big combo, but that grenade just stopping it short.
What is that technology?
Oh my goodness, right there, just got the up tilt, and it seems like there was a grenade in hand with that explosion. Wow,
the
that was
geometry
impressive.
didn't make sense to me, but it happened.
Yes, it did.